Ralph Tresvant's latest single, All Mine, that you hear in the background now. And it features his former bandmate, Johnny Gill. Now, last week I spoke with Ralph Tresvant about his new single and new edition for my Unconventional Wisdom podcast. And this morning we're sharing part 2 of that conversation, discussing his acting career and what he thinks about some of his classic songs. Take a look. Ralph, you're also an actor. I remember when you and the guys were in Crush Groove. You remember that? Did you get it yet? Ooh, my secret.
Do you remember? Man, you're gonna bring up. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
All right, so let's talk about you being.
No, it's all good. I'm acting.
Okay, yeah, you're
acting in that, man. You know, at the end of the day, I do. I've been through DC. I've been through all these places doing stage plays. I've done some acting roles in some movies and plan on doing some more. You know, this is the resurface, man. The single is how you just get back out there and get the word out that you're back on the scene. And I will lend my talents wherever it's warranted or wherever it's needed, or So that's that kind of thing. I'm just moving around now, and we're starting it with All My singles. So I'll be doing some more of that, hopefully.
Right. You're doing your singles, and you're diversifying, Ralph. We understand, we get it. Diversifying your portfolio.
There you go, baby. I got to do it.
You got to get that money while you can. All right. So you also, I didn't realize you played Sam Cooke in a movie as well. You recall that? That's more recent.
You know what's funny is I got billed for that. And it was even in the movie credits, but I never played Sam Cooke in a movie in my life.
Really? So you got billed for that?
I got billed for that. I got billed. I think it was in a James Brown movie or something like that, man. And I remember seeing the credits, seeing my name. I was like, wow. I would sure like to see me in that movie.
Wait a minute. So how does that work? You're actually in the credits, which is where I got the information from.
Exactly.
But you had no part of that.
I was never on the scene. I never was contacted by anybody about the movie. Maybe I was being, I don't know how that worked. I never even went into it to try to find out, but I was pleasantly shocked to just see I got credits for playing something I never did. I wish I'd have got the check like that.
That was my next question. Did you get a check for it? Because then it would be all good.
Not at all. Just credit.
So look, I was talking to somebody yesterday about their favorite songs that they put out. So I want to ask you about your favorite songs that you put out, whether it's with New Edition or with your solo career. So here are a couple of mine. You tell me what comes to mind when I mention these songs to you, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. All right, number 1, Sensitivity.
Sensitivity is my favorite solo record. As an individual, that song kind of spoke a part of me that I didn't know was there. I would have never put out a song called Sensitivity or put myself in that class that way, but after spending time with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis down in Minneapolis, which is how they usually record stuff back in the days, they would just spend time with you, get to know you and talk to you. And all of a sudden these songs come out that seem to reflect you. And Sensitivity was one of those songs that came out of nowhere that I didn't think that that's something that I was giving off. But apparently I have a sensitive side that comes off even though I'm not trying. I'm trying to be Mr., from around the way. That's where I came up.
Right. Hey, I know this one is good. Who's the Mac?
Oh man, who is the man? Yeah, that's who I was trying to think. That's who I thought I was when I went down there to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Thought I was the Mac. You know what I'm saying? And they came out with Mr. Sensitivity and do it, which was still cool. I think they represent all sides of me, man. So yeah, Who's the Mac was one of those songs. I really enjoyed doing the video for Who's the Mac because it was one of those videos that I got to do a lot of, play a lot of different parts, wear a lot of different outfits. And I was like a double agent type of thing that was going on with that made it real cool.
Actually, that's in my rotation right now. It was on a mix that I was listening to a couple of weeks ago. And now it's heavy in my rotation like it just came out.
Nice. I love it, man.
Who's the Mac? Who's the Mac?
Yeah, man.
And it had a little, now, am I wrong? Did it have a little Marvin Gaye kind of a little bit in there? Or am I making that up? Or is that my imagination?
Absolutely. That song, Sensitive, the remix, all those songs coming out of that album was a merge of that because that was one of my favorite artists coming up. Between Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, And I listened to a lot of Stevie Wonder records coming up because that was my father's favorite artist. So the influence of Marvin Gaye came out in that song for sure.
Anything you want to say right now to wrap it all up?
I tell you, at the end of the day, with all that's going on, man, take extra precaution, be safe out there. And remember this, at the end of the day, when it gets down to nothing, God is up to something. Lean on that and know that some change is going to happen, and it's going down now. He's moving, and I want everybody to just walk with that, you know?
Ralph Tresvant, we'll leave it with that. Perfectly said.